Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode we began setting up the bauxite processing chain, and we also set up pure iron smelting, or refining, or whatever you want to call it when it's in a refinery instead of in a smelter or a foundry. So in between the episodes I promised to run the coke up from the refinery level. I had to redo a little bit, and I also decided to raise it up while I was redoing a little bit. This is here just for me to climb. But when I got down there, I found out that the coke wasn't producing anymore because the rubber and plastic were completely stopped because we're not using them anymore. Because we backed up on whatever it is that we're using them for. So because of that, I started dumping rubber into a shredder down there. Just at 60 per minute, which is what we're producing it at. So once we start consuming it again, we'll have to disable that. But at least that let me bring some coke up here, which we didn't have before. So I ran that belt all the way to here, and it needs to be dealt with. We also need to deal with the water. Yes, the water that comes out of here. It needs to connect into one of those 3 pipes. I think I'm going to connect it to the bottom one. So that's at level 3. Yes. And so I was fiddling with this, and I wanted to show you guys what I fiddled with here. Kind of on camera. So if I go center of the output here, and I line it up even with the splitter there, and I go 1 inward. 1, 2, 3 for level 3, and do the same thing over here, but I go 1 inward in this way. 2, 3. Wait a minute. The third one can't be a regular stack pull. The third one needs to be a pipe stack pull. Then I can just grab a pipe and run it between the 2. And then I can delete these. And if I remembered this correctly from when I actually did it... Alright, we need a pipe splitter. Cross thingy. If I attach this directly... I could do it downward, or I could do it crosswise. Either one. Let's look at what they look like. If I do it crosswise, oh, I forgot. Oh boy, did I forget. RR for vertical build. I can either put the slack on the top or on the bottom, depending which direction I went. Let me put this one on that end. Alright, it doesn't want to click. You know what? Actually, let's just put... That was a duh moment. Let's put this one like this on this end. And then we'll do vertical again. Oh, I probably have to get rid of this. No? Okay, there we go. So, or that. No, that one won't work because we need to have this belt go that way. So we need to do it the other way around. That's fine. I think it looks good like this, and I think I want it to go with the longer portion at the top here. I think that makes the most sense looks-wise, and plus it matches what we've done most of the other places too. So we need to reconnect this belt. I had it out of there so we could put the splitter, or the poles in there. Reconnect that belt. So what we're trying to wait here for is that petroleum coke. So we're going to wait for that, but I also wanted to make sure that I put in this, how am I going to mark this one? That's the toughie. And I could just sort of eyeball it right there. Probably the easiest. How does that look? Does that look fairly straight? Yes, but I'm taking it out of there because I want to make sure that these guys have pressure coming out before I connect it. That way, yeah, look, I'm all wiggling. That way and actually what I probably should do is come over here and do this. That way they don't have nowhere to go. The full pipe network here will flush the whole thing. That way there's no water left in them at all. There it goes. Okay, so now we need to hook the coke up. Coke is up there on level 9, and I've hooked everything up except for this one last belt. I wanted to wait until I was recording to hook that up. And that should get the bauxite kickstarted. Hopefully. It's too high up to see if I messed up anything. I see it moving down there at least. Could be moving. Why you not work? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Just checking it. It's only the level 2 belt, Mark 2 belt. So it takes a minute. So we have plenty of silica backed up. I'm probably... I'm tempted to just run that right into a shredder. Okay, so we should be making... We are. Excellent. So these guys are going to start filling up now with water. And there goes the scrap. It's coming out at 240-ish. And going in each of these at 120-ish. And then each of these needs to be hooked up. So let's go ahead and hook that pipe of water up. Because it's going to back up momentarily. Anyway. Actually, it might already be backed up. Almost backed up. Is that too high? That might be too high. I didn't think about that. If that's more than 10 meters, that's too high. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I think it's perfect. But I couldn't have gone to the next pipe. Good thing I picked the low one. I wasn't even thinking about that, but good thing I picked it. Alright, so hopefully this is now... Yes, it is pulsing outward. So that's perfect. And these guys are all pulsing that wayward because it's consuming again. So we should be good there. Now these guys are making our aluminum ingots. This is not in the right spot, but that's fine for now, because we can use it as a marker to place this one down, and that one down. These guys are producing at 30. I'm only going to count it as 30, because it's only going to be, it's only going to balance at 120 for the whole bank. So we might as well not balance it for more. Which is good because I can run all of these as Mark 1 belts. Like that. That one. Put it down again in the right spot. And then I only need Mark 2 belts here at 90. And then from here down the hole. Let's see. So I've forgotten already what the balance point was for this, but I think it's back 2. It is back 2. Nice. Oh, but I screwed up again because I need to have this elevated. Doggone it. Okay, take these guys all out. I totally forgot to elevate this. So it needs to be up at the 3rd tier, which means that I need to have one here again. Man, my brain. You would think I would be able to think, but apparently I can't. There, there. Try and dump as many of these as I can into the machines. Silence. Silence. I also did some other prep work, which I'll get to in... If it happens this episode or not, I'm not sure. But I'll get to very soon. Close. Oh, that's right. We figured that out before. They're not too close, they just need to be put in from the bottom up. We covered this one before. Last episode. When the last time I freaked out. There. And don't fall down the hole, Wally. And there. I need to put the cover back on the hole anyway. And then I need to do a 1, 2, do. And then I can take this out again, I think. And I'll just put a level 1 elevator here just to verify. Yep. And then we'll get some of these guys. There, here, and of course right there. So this needs to be marked 2 belt here. That goes there. You go there. And then mark 1 here and there. Do I have any more bits in my pocket? I do. I have too many though. Way too many. Hopefully we can catch up to the machine a little bit. Nope. Okay, I'll probably just shred the rest of those then. But that should work. I can take this out and this out, just like we did with the Caterium there. And that is it, or should be it, for bauxite. We are getting alumina in. It is not producing very well. And I think that's probably because the silica is backed up. No, not quite. Not quite. Okay. But we're going to have to deal with that silica very, very soon. In fact, it might be worth it to shred it. Yeah, I think I'm going to shred it. I'll just do one of these like this. Kind of just hack this in. It's not permanent, so I don't care as much. One more. There to there. That needs to be a Mark II, I guess. And I'm just going to bring it down here. All the way down. And we'll go this way. And then... can't go that way. I don't think we can actually go this way because of our friend here. I think we will have to go this way, kind of. So I think I'll go like this. This would be a nice spaghetti belt for those of you who like spaghetti belts. And then... there. And then I'll go... there. Elevator 2. There. Jump into the car. Let me jump down there. Alright, car. You're slightly in the way. Elevator Mark 2. Bring it down to here. And then... belt. Now let's feed it into that shredder. Because it's not doing anything right now anyway. Except for taking this coal. And where's the aluminum at? There it is right there. Anything else I need to shred while I'm standing here? No. And the shredder's got a Mark V belt on it. Mark IV belt on it. So yeah, it's good. Anything you can feed, I can feed faster. Alright, so that's good for now. It'll back up anyway once those guys get all backed up. But at least it should start producing a bit more here. And these guys are... Bill and Slurp. Because of the pulse nature of the way these things are producing. They produce 80 per minute, so that's 8 every 6 seconds. So it's yeah, 8 every 6 seconds. So it's kind of a pulse, and they're probably both going at the same time, so it's even worse. Alright, so I don't think we need these guys anymore. No. I think these guys are fine. So that's bauxite, or aluminum rather, aluminum ingots. And also the last time we set up iron. And we have now smelted as much iron as we possibly can. They are stuck. So we need to figure out how I want to get the iron out of here and then feed it right back into this one and that one. And I think the best idea, this just outputs iron, so there's no issue with multiple items here. I think the best idea might be to, well, we're going to take it up here and put it at level 9, which is the same level as the iron ore is. 1, 2, I think it's 9. Let me check my notes. 8. Level 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I still like the craziness of that knot. But I'm crazy, so, well, what are you going to do? So I could, on one hand, I could short circuit this a little bit and put a splitter in, say, right here. This might not be a bad idea. Because we're going to have, let me see, iron ingots. 321. Total iron ingots. Half of them, or really more than half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of solid steel. Well, basically half of them. It's 8.02, so it's basically 8, but I built 9. Half of them are going to go right into there. So it might be worthwhile to put a splitter here, input from this way, like that. Rotate this splitter so that it is facing the other way. Well, it was facing with an input from here, and now I've messed up where this thing is supposed to go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure, or I mess the whole thing up. Yes. Okay, good. And just keep the iron on the bottom, and then put the coal, because coal's going to be on... well, no, this isn't going to work out right. Coal needs to be on belt... Coal needs to be on lower than iron, because on the other side, coal's coming in on belt 6, and iron ingots are coming in on belt 8. So coal needs to come across and in first, which means it needs to be lower on this side as well. So that means I need to take the iron up from here, which means that I can't take it up here at all. One option would be to put lifts in here, and I could definitely do that, and then that would let me keep this from having to go out onto the bus, which might be worth it. The alternative would be to not put the iron ingots on the bus at all and run them on their own dedicated belt here. The problem is this is where the steel is output, and we also have to deal with this. I think I want to put it on the bus, because the steel is going to have to come out on the second level here anyway, or the third merger level here, in order to go down through here, which actually was already a problem, wasn't it? Yep. It's actually going to have to come over here to go down, which is a kind of a bummer, but I don't know how to make that any better, except maybe to... No, because I can't really swap anything else over here either. What I could have done to make this better would have been to put the iron on this end and put the steel outputting over here someplace. But then that would have made a little bit of a mess with the iron if I wanted the ingots to be on the same belt. So I think this is okay. I think I'm just going to take that half of the iron up onto the bus, and we'll just call it even. Okay. So that means that this needs to be here to the 3rd level. No, that's not going to work right either. Or is it? Yeah, it'll work. We'll make it work. It's not going to work exactly like I want it to. Because the irons actually have to come in here. Is that the right spot? Nope, gotta be one closer. The irons actually have to be right here, not in the first opening. And the reason being is because if the coal's coming in lower, the coal needs to come in down here, which means that I want to join it to this splitter and not to not come in down a lift in and then across a belt. Kind of a semantics thing, but that means that iron's going to have to go split here, go across, make a turn, come into here, and then go down. And coal's going to kind of come in underneath it. Okay, so let's do this. Merge that way. Okay. The kind of funny thing with this is, like, we could do this the kind of the quick and dirty way, like we have been doing. That in line? Yeah, okay. Like we had been doing for the whole base so far. Actually, I can probably mark more of these than one. But I want to make it look nice. You go there then, and you go there. 3. Oh, gotta do this one first. I messed that up over there, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, so we don't need these two, or those two, those two, or those two, those two, or those two. And I need to figure this part out yet. Do I want to go through a splitter just for posterity, or do I want to just make it a belt? I think I want to just make it a belt. Which means I probably need to take all 3 of these out. Nope. All 3 of these out. Do a stack pole. 1, 2. Right there. I'll just do a regular level 1 belt here for now. It goes in there. Take the stackable pole out. And put in a splitter. Right there. Actually, could I have left the stackable poles in? Yes, I could have. But I don't really like that look. So, no, I couldn't have. Alright, let's do lifts now. We need to... These are producing 65 per minute, of course. Wait, how many of these are we making? We're making 4.94. Yes, we're still going to need to have 65. Okay, so we'll do Mark II lifts. And I hear him gurgling. And does this one I set at 94%? Yeah. Alright, and then, so we need 65? Already forgotten. 65. So that one's there. And then we need to have a Mark III because we're going up to 130. And then 65 more is 195. And 65 more is 260. And then 65 more would put us up to more than a Mark III. So we need the Mark II there. Half of what we're making 321. No. Wait. Yes. It would be 325 if they were all running at full speed. I think that's 65 times 5. So 321 divided by 2 is 160. So we'll put a Mark III belt here. And then a Mark III lift and belt to take us over there. Make sure that's right before I go too far with it. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I'll just do this. It's not tinging again. Why you not work, thing? There. Okay. Then this is here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you're going to go like this. Hopefully that is correct. It is correct. Alright, so that needs to be Mark III, we decided. And this split evenly eventually, so it's fine. Mark III goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, there's iron ingots falling off the ends. And then they're going here. You know what, before we do this, I'm going to go down and show you guys what I've done for the coal. So I'm going to pause and head down there and then pick you guys back up. And welcome back. So I'm down here at the end of the current bus area or current base area here where we had the coal power set up. And we were bringing in enough coal. We're bringing in 4 miners worth of coal. These are all normal coal nodes, if you recall. We had, these were Mark 1s, and these were Mark 2s, and they were overclocked a bit, because they were feeding steel. Well, they're no longer feeding steel. I've disconnected them. I've also disconnected the iron node that was up there on top of the ridge. We don't need it anymore. So there's no sense in having it there. And I threw away a bunch of iron ore, and I will probably be throwing away a bunch more. Oh, no, maybe not, because I picked up some stuff and drew off that stuff. So I threw away a bunch of iron ore, and even some coal I threw away as well in the shredder. So I redirected the belt of the coal here so that it comes into a merger here. I also upgraded both of these to Mark II. This one's coming into the merger as well, so that's 360 coming into the merger. That's out of a total of coal 347 that we actually need for the whole base. Most of that's going to steel, a little bit is going to compacted coal for the black powder. So the fourth one here, then I also upgraded to Mark II, but I have it going under a little bit here and then up, and it's feeding into these coal generators. Right now they're only using half of it, but I had already upgraded it to Mark II and I didn't feel like going back out there and downgrading it, so I just left it at Mark II. We could add 4 more generators in here because of that, and we need to add some water too, but we could add 4 more generators here without a problem, and be good to go with that. So I have a belt here, a Mark IV belt carrying 360 onto the 40-meter level there. And it's following the same path as the coal was following before. If you remember when we ran the coal for the black powder. I will run up here, and hopefully you guys don't get dizzy. And there's an autosave. So that's going this way. And it's going... I'll run along this side. It's following the same path as before. I just did a little bit of tweak to it. I don't think this is going to be the permanent path, but I also didn't want to do a lot of planning to just unplan. So I've raised it up, I think, a little bit, but it's coming in and it's going up there through the same hole that we had it going through before for the black powder. I tore apart a little bit of the black powder inputs here, so the sulfur is no longer connected to it, and the coal is coming out right here. The plan here would be... That is not even either. Bummer. That's not going to be even because we're going from a foundation to a different foundation that aren't 3 meters apart from each other. I don't know. I don't think I showed that. The stack poles are 3 meters. The belt is 3 meters above the foundation floor. So unless you happen to increment your base in some multiple of 3 meters between the floors, you can't make the stack poles be perfect. So this is close enough. We'll see that a little bit more, I think, when we take all the stuff down. We should have seen it with the copper a little bit, too, but... excuse me. We're only ever going to be off by a half a meter, I think, because these go in 2 meter increments, and these are in 3 meter increments, so, yeah, whatever. It's fine. So the plan here would be to have these 4 belts, as this is our shunt from the stuff upstairs. So we'll have black powder, silica, quartz crystals, and concrete. Is that too close to the ceiling? I didn't actually check to see if that was too close. No, it is not. Excellent. Okay, so we have all of that stuff ready to go. It's just a matter now of taking the coal up and hooking it onto the bus. So I'm going to climb this one here, put on the jetpack, and fly. And almost run out of fuel, climbing less than 20 meters. Okay, so this coal is... Well, it needs to come this way. It needs to split when it gets to the bus. And it needs to go on to belt number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the one that I laid out there apparently already. And I need to figure out how far I can go here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will just do this. I bet you I have that belt going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I was set that belt backwards. What's on 5? Sulfur is on 5, so I don't actually need a belt there either. Go there. And then you can continue on that way. I'm going to upgrade that belt later, as per usual. This is the hole where the coal's coming up. And notice I picked a spot where it would be in between 2 things. So here is where we'll have the silica? Yeah, I think it's silica. Have the silica going out. Remember, we had to make it a little bit longer of a reach. We'll have to figure that out with the lifts, though. I don't know how that's going to work. But we'll take this one out as well as bring the silica down. And they're going to actually all get brought down where they are. And then they'll get bussed over to this point before they get put onto this centralized bus here. Okay, so we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this needs to be a mark, whatever that one is. 4. Like those numbers. And this will go up here. Because I'm sure it's not going to make any noise. And just to verify that it is correct, it is correct. Okay, so this was only temporary. as per usual. And then we need to have a splitter here. At least it should be there. Center of this one. Another autosave already. And the center of this one. That's perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes here. Compacted coal, or coal's going to go in here to make it compacted. And then it's used with more sulfur here. So really that's as far as we need to go because it's going to go into this pot here. Actually, it's too far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go this way. The coal used for this is only 11, so a Mark 1 belt is going to be fine. And then we'll have to use a Mark 4 belt to get 321. Yeah, I guess we can upgrade you. 321 goes that way. And you can go that way. That'll just fill that belt up, and then it'll all go this way then. Okay, you get to go this way. See, the pipe is on 4, so 5, 6. Excellent. And then this is going here. Need a splitter down here, actually. Oh, no, wait. It goes here. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. So it's there. I will put in one of these. And go 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get to go over here now. And then we'll do a lift here. It goes, oops, this one first. Here. I'm out of rods. This might be a problem. Because we're not currently feeding iron into any rod makers. Let me go down there and see if I have any rods left. I probably have some in the storage. Maybe. Not promising. No. Can I steal some from, say, you? Yes, I can. We don't need screws. Screw the screws. There we go. Okay. If I really need to, I could split off of this someplace and chuck some of that up. Oh, look, the silica's finished. That means the bauxite's backed up. That's good. All right. Well, we're back. We were doing this. That's what we're doing. I think there will work. 4, 5, 6. Once again, I will just do this one. Oh, good. It's going to make noise this time. Right there. And we do this. Of course. And then we need this one. We go into that one. And we need a lift Mark 4 to go there. And then that should bring us all the coal we could ever need. Yeah. Okay, so you can have this and those. I'll let you. These each only need 40. So I will just use Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't decided how I'm going to downscale these yet. For right now, I'm just going to let them run at full throttle. I may try and figure out what number I can get to make them all even. Alright, so these, luckily these belts can be the same when I do this. So we have 321. I think they can at least. 321, yes. So the first one, after the first one's finished, we go from 321 down to 281. So we need to have, oops, sorry, still a Mark IV belt here and here. Run out of the beams pretty soon. Right from this side might be better. But then that puts us down to 241. Oh no, wait, this is only halvesies. I forgot about this. This is only 160. Oh, I can step these down. Good, good, good. We can step this down to a 3. That's a 3, that's a 3. And this can be a Mark III lift as well. I probably have a mountain of coal now. Oh, solid steel. Solid steel. Solid steel. And solid steel. Okay. So that is now only Mark III, because it's 160 and a half. So I'll take another Mark III for one more, just in case. Depending on how this actually ends up working out. It'll be fine, though. And then we can step down to Mark II. Here. There. Here. And there. Although if that was 40... that could actually be Mark I. That actually should be Mark I. And this could have actually been 80. Yeah, that's a Mark II. 80 again. Technically, this could have been 120 as well. Yeah. These are fine. 40, 80, 120, 160, and then 200 effectively here. Not, but effectively. So that should be making us gobs of steel now. And it is. It's already stopped on this one. So the next thing we need to do is to hook up this other side. But I think what I will do is I will do that off camera. And then when we come back, we can... I'll probably also hook up the outputs here. And when we come back, we'll have steel going downstairs. And we can hook up the... next we can hook up the limestone and the quartz items. And get those started. So thank you all for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.